Meghan Markle recently made headlines for her controversial statements about her time living in the UK. The story quickly attracted public attention when a famous royal expert spoke out to refute Meghan's assertions. So what is the truth behind these allegations? And what does the public think about Meghan and Harry's current life? Let's find out in this video. But before getting into the main content, I hope to get many likes and subscribe to the channel. And now let's get to the main content. Royal expert Michael Cole criticized Meghan Markle's claim of having a rotten time in the UK. He argued that she was initially welcomed as a breath of fresh air to the royal family, despite the couple stepping down as working royals in 2020. Cole cited their positive reception in 2017 and highlighted the public's warm response during their wedding. Contrarily, Batya Ungar-Sargon from Newsweek suggested that Americans view Harry and Meghan as the worst kind of celebrity, famous mainly for their wealth and privilege. Despite planned projects for 2024, none have come to fruition, although they gained attention during a May visit to Nigeria. It was due to the royal family and this country that she has such wealth and name recognition. She was an out-of-work D-lister before latching on to Harry. She needs to remember that. Besides, possibly because she was bored, the two of them did very little but harass the aides. Remember the Sussex survivors? I can say that's rich considering the stench that she and him left, which we are still trying to eradicate. Good. If she'd pretended to like it and stayed, just imagine what she'd be like now. Anyway, Harry backed the wrong horse there, and it looks like the penny is starting to drop. Okay, that is rotten time. Wow! So her wedding that cost a fortune was her having a rotten time. It's unacceptable. Being welcomed with open arms. A lavish wedding for a person on her third marriage paid for by the taxpayer. Given very expensive jewelry and money, and a house being not as big as she wanted, was not a very happy experience for her. Okay, she fell out with the royals, disrespected the lovely queen, and called one of them a star. The only thing she did not get was to live in Windsor Castle, and all she has done since is make money out of them. What is wrong with this woman? She had bestowed on her what every girl dreams of. Clearly, she came with a game plan, always intending to return to the U.S. with a royal trophy on her belt, meeting up with Harry, etc., and what followed was carefully planned. It was obvious to many of us, including the royal family, the game she was playing, and William warned his brother to be careful and not rush things. That is what caused the rift between them. Hothead Harry is desperate to find a woman to settle down with and recreate what his brother had, a wife and children. Sadly, his dream turned into a nightmare. Moreover, one wonders what they've got to worry about. There they are living in California in a hilltop fortress with two healthy,
beautiful children.
They've got lots of friends, lots of money, lots of praise, lots of fame, and lots of interesting things to do. Lots of friends? So where were those friends when they got their jars of jam? A few sent theirs back, ghosted her before she ghosted them, and the majority of the rest did nothing. She was waiting for the accolade, and it never came. Lots of money? Well, we all know how quickly that evaporates in Montecito Towers. Lots of praise? Don't think the writer has ever looked at any UK sites. And it appears that the Americans have had enough of the pair. 2. Lots of fame? They are famous, but not for the reasons they would like. Lots of interesting things to do? Does she spend her whole day looking for the next red carpet event so she can muscle her way in and say a few words? They weren't well received at the Pat Tillman Award. Her business hasn't even got off the ground, and the launch is being postponed again. Apart from that, what does she do? Anyone know? To all those English fellows who had a near miss with the Viper, count yourself lucky you were saved by Harry. The consequence would have been unthinkable. Being lured by a moment of lust can end your future forever. We can all see how happy Harry is now. Puts on a smile when he is told to. Maybe gets up in the morning when he is told to. Go to bed when he is told to. What a life for a nearly 40-year-old man. No, it's not a life, and he knows it. But he is tied to the VIP's nest. Don't think he has the courage to get out. Stay in that better life of his own doing. Of course, she is never grateful for anything. She was given everything here and every opportunity to fit in. It takes time to adjust to a new country and way of life, but she didn't give it time. If she had taken the advice offered to her, she would have found it much easier. But she refused every offer of help. I don't think she ever had any intention of making a serious effort to fit in here. I had a rotten time when I realized how much taxpayers' money had been wasted on this schemer's wedding. Honestly, it was a crime. Harry and Meghan created a wave of outrage when the extravagance and the cost of their wedding became a financial burden on taxpayers. The extravagance and huge expenses incurred by the public to pay for the couple's wedding became symbolic of the couple, waste and irresponsibility. Meghan, with allegations of her having a bad time in Britain, seems to have forgotten that she was warmly and generously welcomed. Millions of pounds were spent to ensure that their wedding day was perfect, from fresh floral arrangements to strict security measures. All of this was just for an event that Meghan later complained about. Not only that, after leaving the royal family, Harry and Meghan continued to take advantage of their reputation and connection with the royal family to sign lucrative contracts with media and publishing companies. They have signed multi-million-dollar contracts with Netflix and Spotify, but it seems these projects still do not bring much real value to the public. Instead, they continue to use their popularity to create controversial content and criticize the royal family. This couple also regularly appears in the media to complain about life and the difficulties they face, but never mentions the privileges and benefits they have enjoyed. This has made many people feel dissatisfied and think that they are just taking advantage of media attention to benefit themselves. Harry and Meghan's lies and arrogance are the knives that destroy their lives and future. Try asking who was she before she met Harry. Hardly anyone knew who she was. Marrying into the royal family made her famous and gained her admirers around the world. Who would she be without them? So she couldn't hack royal life, but she still clings to the title because she knows without it she's probably nobody. She has also had plenty to say about the royals, but, again, she clings to the titles so that she is still associated with them. Double standards? I read somewhere that she couldn't believe she wasn't getting paid for attending events, tours, etc. Yet she seems to have done okay so far out of the royal family and those titles. It's only since she and Harry left the UK and the Oprah interview that we have seen the type of person she really is. And it is since then that her popularity has hit rock bottom. There is no comeback for her or Harry. They ruined everything themselves. She's not coming back to the UK? Are we bothered? No, I don't think we are. The USA is welcome to her. In fact, everything was paid for her. She had a home and a clothing budget, and in 1 year, she spent more than any other royal on clothes. She had staff that she didn't have to pay for, and the same with the numerous holidays she went on. Do you think the Clooneys and Elton would have given her use of their jets and villas if she had been plain old cable TV actress Meghan Markle, who lived in a small rented house in Toronto? They had probably never even heard of her until she married into the royal family. It's true that I'm happy, but I don't know how to enjoy it, and then I complain. Perhaps she would be good enough to refund the UK taxpayers for her wedding. We would have been quite happy to pay for a registry office appointment, her trips around the world at our expense, and the other liberties she took before she took her leave. I hope someone checked her baggage before she left to ensure it was only Harry she took and not the late Queen Silver. Well, that's all for today's video. Thank you very much for watching our video, and I want to know what you think about these issues. Please express your opinion in the comments below. Hope you will always be cheerful and happy. Don't forget to support us by liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. Goodbye and see you again in the next videos!